Day three. Day three of the rest of my life. Day three of quitting alcohol. I haven't ingested any alcoholic beverages in 24, 48 plus 9 is 57 hours, my friends. 57 hours. So it's day three of quitting alcohol for the rest of my life. Day three of the rest of my life. Did I just say that before? Those are the words that I keep sort of having to tell myself, because even now, I mean, it's very early days, right? My body is still readjusting, my hormones are readjusting, my brain chemistry is readjusting, although I am balancing that at the moment with weed, which I did mention in day one. But for me at the moment, I've just got to keep convincing myself that I can do this for the rest of my life, and that any occasion or any situation or any stress of life that may come in, that may tempt me, I have to sit with those feelings, not act on them, not react on them, but act accordingly. And over time, I believe it's going to get easier. Over time, I believe the really intense cravings will dissipate, and then it's just going to be me with the situation, breaking it down and realizing time and time again, which then builds up this armor, realizing time and time again that no, you don't need it. No, the risk of relapse and the negative effects that might come with that are simply not worth it. So get that out of your head, Jacob, and move on with your life. And that is what I'm going to have to continue to tell myself. But as of right now, 9 o'clock in the morning on day three, I am so super proud of myself, and also I'm just ecstatic with waking up this morning and having zero anxiety about mistakes that I made the day before. It's gone. Now, I'm not going to say that I won't have anxiety throughout the day, which I did yesterday around other things, actually around social situations. Social situations, talking to people, inserting myself into society, as a sober human being, or sober from alcohol at least. It's not easy, and it's not going to be easy, and that is going to be what I'm going to have to focus a lot of my energy on, is just trying to live life without this crutch of alcohol. And sadly, I mean, I say those things, and that might make you think that alcohol assisted me with socializing and assisted me out in the real world. Well, it did to a certain extent, but I was still a recluse. I was still a hermit. Yes, I left the house quite comfortably. I walked around in a fantastic mood. But that doesn't mean I wanted to talk to people. And it doesn't mean I did. If I did have a conversation with people, it may have run pretty smoothly, but I wanted to cut it off as soon as possible so I could get back to my room, back to my comfort zone, and continue drinking. And that is no way to live. So, whether I've got alcohol in my life or whether I don't, I've got other issues, other problems that I need to work out. And that simply were never going to be worked out with continuing to drink. So, day three. Yesterday I edited up the videos that went from day 76 to day 90, and I watched them through, and I only had the confidence to do that. Those videos were never going to see the light of day, but I've edited them, I've put them on the channel, and I will release them prior to these ones, because it's all part of the story. It's all part of the story. And the story goes, basically every single one of those, I think there was 4 or 5 videos that I edited, right? And every single one I only made whilst drinking, and I only made whilst I was coming to the end of the latest bottle that I was drinking, and I was just full of shame and regret, but hope. I had a smither of hope in each of those videos, and that is all I could hold on to. But for whatever reason, it just wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right time. Each and every time I made a video saying this is my last drink, I'd wake up the next morning and I'd have something hit me. I'd have some sort of stress hit me. You know what I mean? Or I'd go on social media and I'd be tempted. I'd be not just tempted about the good times, but tempted because I'd be looking at other people's highlight reels, which is what social media is, and I'd be thinking, oh man, you know, you've let yourself down so much, you're not where you want to be, you've spent so much money, who cares, just do it another day, just another day, just another day, you'll work it out tomorrow. And unfortunately that never worked. And the only way I was ever going to do this is to actually shut off social media, which I have done yesterday. That's going to be a separate video. I have to couple this with shutting off my social media and just getting out into the real world and realizing who the fuck I am. You know, having conversations within my head that aren't influenced by looking at an unrealistic social media feed. So I don't know exactly where this video is going to go today, but I think I might title it something around around this only being possible when you are ready. And clearly in those videos that I edited yesterday, I wasn't ready, but I wanted to be, and I was trying to convince myself that I was. And unfortunately I just wasn't. But now I do feel ready. I feel ready. You know, I've done this so many times before. I've got to day 3 many times over the last 6-9 months. Since starting this channel, I think I've got to day 3. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 times. But none of those times feel like this. Yes, I have run away from society, from Western society. Yes, I have got myself a cheap hotel room that I can use as a safe place for as long as I need it. I have got some weed to keep me occupied, you could say, for as long as I need it, but I will be taking that out. I think that'll be the last step, and that's okay. That's okay. But for now, I can't tell you enough how amazing it is to wake up of a morning and no, I'm not feeling completely refreshed. No, I'm not feeling like I'm a box of fluffies and I want to bounce out of bed. That's going to take time. I'm only fucking, 50 hours, 57 hours without a drink, right? It's going to take time. My brain's going to be going absolutely haywire right now, but it's better than the alternative. And so I've just got to focus on positive things. I don't need to force myself into doing anything, right? Like I said, I've got my safe space for as long as I need it, and I will be going outside and enjoying the sun in my own time. And the moment where I really turn a corner, and I could force myself into doing this today, I could have done it today, I could have done it yesterday, but I'm going to take my time. The moment where I grab my gear, I grab my my Tiger Muay Thai gear, and I head out that door with the intention of going down to Tiger Muay Thai and jumping in a class with other people around. One thing that's stopping me doing that is just the fact that I just don't feel physically capable. But that's silly because even on days when I've drunk the night before, I've managed to get to the gym, and on a good day I can run and I can lift and I can jump and row and do all that stuff, but I just want to be completely physically ready to go and do a quite intense 2-hour Muay Thai training session, and I'm not ready today. On day 4, it's a Saturday, they have limited classes. Day 5 is going to be Sunday, and day 6 is going to be Monday. And day 6 is the day that I'm aiming to really to be ready for this. Ready for that next step in the rest of my life, which is to enjoy training, enjoy physical training, and not, and just continue taking steps forward in my physical activity and physical training and my physique, rather than take a small step forward and then 3 steps back every night because I'm drinking 15 to 20 standard drinks. So that's I'm looking forward to that, but it's a slow, steady process. We are climbing a mountain right now, and that mountain is a lifetime's worth of work, I'll mention something I really enjoyed yesterday, and something I'll enjoy today is my ability to eat whatever I want, whenever I want it, rather than literally going the entire day without eating, so that I can begin drinking on an empty stomach, and not just an empty stomach, a really empty stomach, and get those instant effects of alcohol. And then once I'm finished with that, it might be 5-6 hours later, it might be 9-10 o'clock at night, I will start eating. And I will eat like a pig for about 2 hours straight until I'm absolutely full to the brim, and then I go and smoke some weed and pass out and do it all again the next day. So it's been nice to eat whenever I want, and I think I pushed it out. I must have pushed it out to like 2 o'clock yesterday, but it's okay, that's okay. And one thing I'm going to have to teach myself is that meals aren't meant to be 2 hours straight of a buffet dinner. Meals are meant to be smaller and more regular throughout the day, which will fuel you, which will fuel not only you physically but mentally. And so I've just got to slowly but surely change these certain aspects of my life, but none of it was ever going to be possible without taking out alcohol. So yeah, that's it for this morning, at least. I may come back to you later on today, but I just want to say that, oh God, if you're struggling, I know exactly how you're feeling, I think. Or at least I know aspects of how you're feeling. And I'm certainly not, I haven't done anything yet. I haven't really achieved anything yet. But if I can do it, if I can end up doing this, then you can too. Then anyone can. All right, and that's what I'll finish on. So today I'm actually going to make 2 other videos, and those are 2 addictions that for me to continue to level up in all aspects, they need to be removed also. So stay tuned for those videos, and yeah, see you later on.